the 10-way brass cleaning shootout. I'm going to do all of these different products, 500 grams each of very dirty brass, and we're going to see, no steel pins, we're going to see which one in 15 minutes works the best. So what have we got? I got Morning Fresh, which is kind of just dish soap. Burnishing compound, that's MP103, that's what comes with the stainless steel pins if you buy them in Australia. I've got citric acid, cream of tartar, which is kind of a different type of acid. This is like professional burnishing compound, it's called Shine Brite. Wash and wax, sugar soap, which is soap with sugar in it. Omo, which is like clothes soap. And did I say finish? But first up, I'm going to do just plain hot water as a control. So 500 grams of, well, they say once fired, but God knows how many times fired. 15 minutes. All right, first up, water. Okay, so it's 500 grams of brass. I'm going to fill everything up to that black line so everything's got the same amount of water. It's full up to the line, 500 grams of dirty brass. I'm going to chuck it on the tumbler for 15 minutes, see what it looks like. That's 15 minutes. I'm going to tip this water off, give it a rinse, and then we're on to the next one. Loaded back up with hot water to the line, 500 grams of new dirty brass. Then we've got the Morning Freshness. It says 1 squirt is enough, so here we go. 1 squirt. Well, lock this up, see how it goes, 15 minutes. That water's looking reasonably gross. We'll go rinse this off and we'll go on to the next one. Next, it's going to be a 1 squirt of Morning Fresh, and this time we're going to put in 1/4 teaspoon of citric acid. Whoops. Alrighty, let's see how this goes. $15 minutes of Morning Fresh with citric acid. They definitely look a little bit shiny in there, so maybe that citric acid has worked. Alright, so I'm going to rinse these off and on to the next one. Next we've got a squirt of Morning Fresh, and this time we're going to go with a slightly different acid. This is cream of tartar. It's a bit milder than citric acid, I understand. So we're going to chuck 1/4 tablespoon of that in. Yoink. Alright, let's see how that goes. Okay, that's 15 minutes. Once again, that doesn't look too bad. Water looks pretty gross. I'll give this rinsed off and on to the next one. Next, this time we're going to go with about 1/4 scoop of Omo, which is just clothes washing detergent, and a teaspoon of citric acid. Alrighty, let's chuck this on, see how it goes. Okay, that's finished. Water doesn't even look that dirty this time. Brass looks pretty clean. Alright, I'll rinse this one off and on to the next one. But this time, I'm going to go with 1/4 teaspoon of the citric acid. Yoink. And this time, Finish Powerball tab. These are the cheapest ones Finish make, I think. So I've just unwrapped this. Going to drop the whole thing in. I'm not even going to break it up. See how that goes. Okay, that's finished. Well, the finish is finished. don't know if you guys can notice, but definitely turned the water a little bit red, and it looked like to me that the Omo turned the water a little bit blue. So, alright, I'll rinse this one off, go on to the next one. We got Sally's Sugar Soap. This stuff's used in Australia pretty much for cleaning your walls before you paint them. It's pretty much, as far as I know, a soap with some sugar in it. And also, once again, 1/4 teaspoon of the citric acid. Alright, let's see how this one goes. Alright, that one's done. They look pretty clean. Water looks pretty dirty. On to the next one. We got next some Armorall Wash and Wax Pro Glide. So we'll chuck some of that in. Yep. That was a pretty big slurp. And also some another 1/4 teaspoon citric acid. Let's see how this cleans up. Alright, that's the wash and wax and citric acid finished. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna rinse this one off, see if I can feel any residual waxiness, and then we're on to the next one. Okie dokie, now it's time to start with some of the more professionally products. So this is MP103 Burnishing compound. This came for free with my stainless steel pins. I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons in, see how it goes. One. Two. Alright, let's see. Alright, that's the MP103 finished. Looks like it's done something. I'll get this rinsed and on to the last one. Alright team, this is the last of our kind of professionally products. This is Shine Brite. I bought this on Amazon for like, it was nearly 20 bucks, which is pretty freaking expensive. But anyway, I'm just going to put a decent slurp of that in. See how it does. It's had 15 minutes. Doesn't look too bad. I'm going to get this rinsed off, and when I come back, it'll be the big reveal. If you want to, why don't you pause now and write me a comment, see which one you think is going to win. Alright, that's it. Time for the big reveal. So here they all are. I'll just scroll past them all slowly first. So we've got water, just morning fresh with some citric acid, morning and Tartar, Omo and citric acid, finish and citric acid, sugar soap and citric acid, wash and wax plus citric acid, the MP103, and finally the Shine Brite. Look, the water in the morning fresh, not great. The rest of them, look, I gotta say, they're all pretty damn close. But if I had to pick, like, I don't know, a best and fairest of show, I would probably have to go with it's probably just the morning fresh and the citric acid. Like, I don't know if you can see in there, like the insides of some of them is quite dirty. Like this is the MP103. Like it might have got the insides a little bit cleaner, but the outsides are probably a little bit duller. So yeah, I have to say though that the morning and the Tartar Tartar is just about almost exactly the same, and my understanding is that the acidity of the Tartar is slightly less, so maybe you could potentially leave it in longer without having to worry about dissolving the zinc out of your cases. Oh well, that's it.